Can you hear us? Or can you hear the bean godder?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, I hear you.
Hello. Take this pressure.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Take this pressure.
please be seated for the
Already
church
have one.
service.
Take this
Already have
pressure
it.
here and
Would you like me to
there we
close the
go.
door?
Take a seat, my sir.
I already have one.
Please be seated and relaxed in the Church
Oh,
of
you
the
already
Bean,
have-
ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. My name is Pastor Clockwork of the Bean religion. I would like to welcome you all into the arms of the mighty Bean. Please feel welcome and relaxed in this place of Bean. I shall start the sermon today with a prayer. Bean, 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 bean.
Please take a seat. Enjoy the sermon and take this pressure here.
Bean, bean,
Oh,
bean, bean,
understand.
bean, 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 bean. Bean, 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 bean. Beans, baked beans, beans. Oh, beans.
Magical fruit, or you eat.
Oh, beans. Thank you for listening for the first prayer, children of the bean. I apologize for my laughter, but the thought of the bean looking down on me makes me feel very giddy.
Praise the Dean.
He does it to his own.
Praise the bean.
Praise the Dean.
Praise to the bean.
Now for the main part of the sermon. We shall summon the bean.
Bear with us 1 second.
Yeah,
More beans.
The pastor is
Is
just
the
loading.
bean-
Oh,
The fucking
the bean god has
here
reached
the
down to him.
bean
He's
guy
knocked him
goes to
out. And,
sleep. He's not
oh,
bring forward
good.
the vessel. Bring forward the vessel of bean in its
I shall
mighty
present
power.
you with 1 can of empty bean.
not the empty beans. Who would eat?
We shall fill this mighty vessel with the powder of gun. Bean, we shall not forgive. We shall forgive. We shall not forget. We shall always forgive in this church, for we are the mighty Bean. We are morally higher.
Beans.
Yeah, yeah.
Beans?
Our friend over here has passed out due to the mighty power of the bean.
Oh,
Alive!
what's up?
The bean.
The bean god reached down to
The
him.
bean flows
The
through his
bean
arm.
god brought him back.
We must fill the bean.
Now, if we all stand back from the pit,
Behold,
The
ladies
Lord's
and
empty vessel will
gentlemen,
be refilled.
it has been refilled. Part way in the center, so that we may light the portal to the bean in the center of our gathering.
everybody gather around the pit.
For safety reasons, may everybody keep away from the.
Please stay back from the holy
Please
bean
ignore
bush.
bits of flying shrapnel flying towards your
Stay away
face at
from-
this time.
Bean!
Stay away
gather
from
around
the
many
holy bush.
sacrifices.
Gather around, but also stay away.
Here we go.
Chooses.
The Lord's holy explosive powder is powerful.
Made a bit of a misthrow, I see.
The bean god
Praise
is where
the
it wants to
bean.
go.
Praise
See,
God.
Castle's not meant
we
to
have
happen,
sacrificed
ladies and
him.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
He's
Oh.
a has-been.
No.
The bean can has life, then it is emptied, and then it is refilled again.
In a large explosion.
We shall now do one run of the bean prayer. Bean, bean. I'll do it. Bean, bean, bean. Bean, 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 bean. Bean, 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 bean. Now for your non-bean speakers out there, we shall repeat what we have just said in English.
Please consult your prayer sheets.
Our bean, who been in bean, hallowed be thy
Hallowed
bean.
be thy bean, thy kingdom bean, thy will be,
Thy will be done
on earth
on earth as it is in bean.
as it is.
Give us this bean, our daily bean,
our
and
daily
forgive us
cans.
our
Forgive
beans.
us our beans, as we forgive those who
As
bean
we forgive
against
those
us.
who have been against us.
And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from bean consumption.
Beans.
I know. Now for a song, ladies and gentlemen. We got the whole bean in its cans. We got the whole bean in its cans. We got the whole beans in its cans. We got the whole beans in its cans. We got the beans and the sauce in the cans. We got the beans and the sauce in the cans. We got the beans and the sauce in the cans. We got the whole beans 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 in the cans. Come on, praise the bean. We got the bean and the brine in the cans. We got the whole bean in its cans. We got the bean and the brine in its cans. We got the whole beans in its cans. Ba-dum, whole beans in its cans. It's got the whole beans in its cans. We got the whole beans in its cans. We got the whole beans in its cans. We got the beans and the lentils in the cans. We got the beans and the lentils in the cans. We got the beans and the lentils in the cans. We got the Heinz beans in the cans. We got the Aldi's and the Tesco's in the cans. We got the Aldi's and the Tesco's in the cans. We got the Aldi's and the Tesco's in the cans. We got the whole beans in the can. Woo!
yeah.
Praise, praise the bean.
Praise the bean. Praise the
Sing
bean.
God's blessings.
Hello, praise the
Okay.
bean.
Bless
praise
the
the
bean.
Rise and gather at my foot. To be washed
Everyone,
by
please
the
gather
holy
at Bean
All those
Omega's
who have been
feet.
sinned, gather at
We will
the
cleanse you of your sins, cleanse
Repent
all
thy
of the beans
sins.
you have ever eaten.
All gather around now. That means you.
Bean.
Everyone huddle up, huddle up.
Huddle up, huddle up.
Everybody here, everybody here.
Come on, get closer, please. I want to get splashed by the bean
Yeah,
juice.
everyone try and get closer.
Come on.
Yeah.
Everyone
Get in,
closer.
yeah, everyone get in,
You
don't be
two.
shy.
Everybody
You
for your
went
bean
tonight.
consumption.
You guys accept the bean god into your
We
heart.
accept the bean god.
Accept the bean god with
May it be washed in the bean's likeness.
praise.
You are now
Praise the bean. Praise the bean.
Praise the bean. Praise the
Go forth
bean.
and be free man.
Praise the bean.
Praise the bean. Praise the bean. Praise the bean. Praise the bean.
Just run off.
Eat no beans! Eat no beans!
Praise the bean. Praise the bean.
Praise the bean.
Clean het mes op.
That has been amazing.
Everybody, please be seated once again.
Thank you, my children.
On the 25th of December, a long, long time ago, before the age of pre-tinned beans, there was a small bean that was grown on a farm, and its name was Venus. That day, 3 supermarkets visited it. 3 wise supermarkets. Their names were Little, Aldi,
Stop pissing yourself, dude.
and Morrison.
It's the power of the bean that's flowing through them so hard.
Oh, Lord Bean was created.
And they brought the small bean Venus 3 valuable prizes, or gifts, depending on whether you see it as a farmer's growing competition or a religious story. So these 3 were rewards, or gifts, as you may see. 1 was a bean pole, 1 was fertilizer, and the other was a beanstalk. A few months later, according to the Holy Book, which makes 0 sense, Venus had apparently lived his full life,
What
and
did you
by
say about the
April
book?
had been packaged by the Romans and sent for consumption. He was eaten by the Emperor and stabbed with a fork, and he died.
Why?
But do not fear, young child, for 2 days later, he rose out of the arse of its consumer.
A big giant brown bean.
Yes.
Praise the giant brown beans.
He rose out of the
Praise the
abyss that was the recycling bin. He was misplaced in the recycling bin. He should have been put in the food bin. How irresponsible of the consumer. The consumer is Satan. The bean rose to heaven, aka he was thrown in the back of the bin lorry. But aside from that, he rose to heaven, and since then his father, the mighty bean, has looked down on us and given us the power of the bean. Say it with me. Praise the bean.
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 Worship the bean.
And the moral of that story is, cook your beans properly.
Bean.
Save the beans. Do not eat beans. Bring us the beans.
Why
We'll summon
cook the bean
god
if you don't eat it?
Once again.
Do not consume the beans.
Cook it then.
This concludes today's service. Please feel free to leave donations at the church for the good people of the bean. And also feel free to trade your beans at the vending machines outside. Thank you for your dedication and faith in the bean. Have safe
Hail the
travels,
bean.
children. Hail the bean!
Hail
to the
the
bean.
There'll be another
Another
sermon
bean.
tomorrow, maybe.
Yes, we will do regular subs if possible. Thank you all for your donations, my children. Those who have already donated.
Remember
If
the
not,
bean
feel
god
free to give
forgives,
what you
but it
like
does not
here on the
forget.
table.
Spread the word.
Oh, what do you use? Let me get my
Remember, we will always buy bean
Our
cans.
Oh, yes.
Oh yes.